Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Ready to Love, Season 9, Episode 8.
We getting through this season, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, comment, thumbs up this video. Don't be selfish. Share the video. You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
We start in the ladies' lounge. It is this is the week for the ladies to introduce the guys to their ex. And they also have the power to eliminate.
Okay.
Patrice invites Alonzo and William to meet her ex. The ex tells them that she is more than a woman. She's a blessing.
Okay.
And they are better off as friends. He's currently married. The ex asks what don't they like about her. Alonzo says that she'll throw curveballs to get a response, which he says he does as well. She doesn't like not knowing when he's serious and when he's playful.
Goofy.
Yeah, he's saying that it'll come with time, and he knows that she wants to have that security and comfort from him being a little bit more serious. William doesn't like that she tans. And the ex was a little bit turned off by that. He was like, what do you mean? Like, you can't tell somebody what to do with their body. If that's something she enjoys, then you can't dictate that. But William went into further explanation saying, like, her reason was because she was saying she was high yellow. He was adopted as a child, and he had, like, a complex about not feeling good about himself. Yeah. So he just doesn't want her to feel that she has to do that to feel good about herself.
It's like mirroring his trauma, I guess.
Right. And when he explained that to the ex understood. And he was like, okay, that's cool. And Patrice doesn't like that William checks out when he gets angry. He says he's stepping away, but he's not checking out. He just needs time to cool off for himself. So as the guys leave, the ex says that Alonzo has potential, but he actually prefers William for her because he appears to be more on his grown man type thing.
So walk me through this scene, Blair. What did you think about it?
I thought it went pretty well. I thought the ex did make a good recommendation in William. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. I felt like he asked, I wouldn't even say the right questions, but he asked some questions that they should be thinking about as far as like conflict resolution and, you know, what you like, what you don't like about the person. Are these deal breakers? He didn't really go into deal breakers. They kept it kind of light, but I mean, I thought it was overall positive. What did you think?
Can I ask you a question because you're a woman?
Yeah.
I said, can I ask you a question because you're a woman?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference from a woman's perspective, that thin line between being funny and being goofy? Like, usually, like, women don't want someone who's goofy, but they want somebody to make them laugh. And with Alonzo, she said, I just can't tell if he's serious.
I think...
And things like that.
At least from my understanding, what I think it is that the fine line is that you know when to turn it on and turn it off. Whereas I feel like Alonzo keeps it on even when situations are uncomfortable, like with the original mixers, certain things he would say. Like he says he likes to throw his curveballs, but it really just makes you look obnoxious and weird. So I think that's the difference between goofy and just having somebody who can make you laugh, is knowing when it's appropriate. And I don't think he always knows. Or maybe he thinks he's pushing the boundary and it's funny to him, but it ain't funny to nobody else.
Because to my understanding, not a lot of women like goofy.
Yeah.
And things like that. They like funny. They like to laugh. But they don't like the goofy type of like animated type of, to her point, like, I don't know when he's serious. Yeah, Alonzo just comes off, as the ex said, a little immature. A little, and I don't know if it's because he's being compared to William. William just look a little bit more, I don't want to say manly, but just more grown.
Yeah.
And I don't think Alonzo is funny.
No.
So, yeah. So
because I feel like funny is like where other people can find you funny. If you are saying and doing things and it's making you crack up, but everybody else is uncomfortable or thinks you're a weirdo, you're not funny.
Okay.
To me, at least.
Okay.
So, Mieka talks to Tommy. She doesn't have any exes to bring. She had an ex that she doesn't really talk to, and then as far as the kid's father, the son's father, which is the youngest, she said that he said that if it ain't got nothing to do with his kids, then don't bother him about nothing. Now, I don't know about the oldest child, why she couldn't bring that ex, but who knows?
I think it belongs to the same, based on how Tommy worded the question. She said the one ex couldn't come because they're not on good terms, and then that's when he said, is that the kid's father? So I'm thinking like both of them is the kid's father.
I don't know. She only said, she said that the guy was saying that if it's not about my son, then I don't care about it. And she has a son and a daughter, and the daughter's the oldest.
Okay.
So that's how I took it. So Tommy offers to come and ask the guys the right questions, and Mieka is actually very happy to hear that. And I actually am too. I honestly would prefer, I don't know if necessarily Tommy or maybe bringing in like a relationship expert, a counselor. Like I would kind of prefer that over this ex dynamic.
Why?
I don't know. I think when it comes to exes, I just feel like you just leave these people in your past. Like, and I feel like for the exes for the show, for the most part, they did choose who I would choose for the ladies. But at the same time, I would like an unbiased third party.
Yeah.
Preferably.
With me, I'm just like, Mieka, find somebody.
Mieka don't like nobody.
Because my thing is, you ain't got no male friends. You ain't got no, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, having Tommy ask these questions, I mean, cool. It makes Tommy work, finally. But I don't know. It's just like, to me, I was like, it's not like Mieka like anybody on the show anyway.
True.
You know, she just getting by the skin of her teeth each scene, each episode. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we go to Vanessa, whose ex meets Dominique and Chaz.
Yeah.
She apparently met her ex through her mom. They used to be co-workers. Dominique couldn't see how they could be friends but not have like an intimate close relationship. He was questioning that, and she kept explaining to him like, we just aren't like that. We don't we're not together. And plus, I don't know if Dominique's not thinking, but I mean, she's been married since that man. I believe so. Listen, I don't think he's like the ex after her marriage.
You don't think so?
I could be wrong.
I'm about to say, like,
I don't know. I thought her most recent ex was her ex-husband.
I'm on, why didn't she bring her ex-husband?
That's true.
Let's see that white man. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a white man. Let's bring that white man. But I'm guessing this is the ex that she probably was talking to after her marriage.
Possibly.
And things like that. And just for clarification, while they was together, they wasn't intimate, or like they was intimate?
They don't say.
Okay, but basically after them being together and them being exes, they just friends. They not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Dominique says that he wants to be married and he wants to be a father.
Yeah.
Chaz is focused on finding a wife, and he feels that he has everything else in his life in place, and he just wants to find his lady. And the ex chooses Chaz for her, and he knows that she wants Chaz more, and he can see the chemistry between them.
What do you think about Chaz being the only one bringing flowers? Like, just those little things. Do those little things matter to women, Blair?
Yeah, they do.
You being a woman and all.
Yes. Yes, it matters. It shows that you're being thoughtful and considerate. You took time out of your day to do something nice. And I think it goes a long way. And for Dominique, okay.
He just there, right?
He's just there, and I was going to talk about his glasses.
Go ahead, talk about it.
But people wear glasses, okay? It's not like the craziest thing that he's wearing glasses.
He needs to
But
see.
it just seemed like he was trying to be more like debonair than he normally comes across. But I could be totally misreading it, but I was just like, you are playing. You do not like Vanessa. You are not super interested in what's going on. Like, you are just here.
I think it's backwards. I don't think he is playing.
You know?
And that's the problem.
Oh.
Like, he's just there. He is the male Nika. He's just there. He's just there to say, I want 8 kids.
Yeah.
And that's it. We don't know nothing about this guy.
We don't know who he's really into.
No, he just there. So, of course she's into Chaz.
Yeah. Well, Maya's ex meets Justin and William.
Yeah.
She even says that this ex could possibly still have feelings for her. Which
you think that's true, or maybe that's her woman's pride? Her woman's like, of course my ex may still want me.
It's hard to say, because some people be delusional, and some people, like, they broke up the relationship and they know if they said yes, that person would take them back.
Okay, maybe.
So it could be in the middle. It's really no way to know.
I really couldn't read them.
Yeah.
I really couldn't read them.
I couldn't read them either. Well, yeah, so Justin and William come out. Justin asks, what have you had to deal with when it comes to her? And the ex says that she's spoiled. She likes a lot of nice things. She has expensive taste. This is the woman you'll be getting. The ex asks, with William being married twice, pretty much, what do you have to offer to Maya? Kind of calling him used goods, which is kind of funny. But William was saying that pretty much like he still wants to have a wife. Like, you know, this isn't something that he's over as far as like his life. So he would still be interested in building this life with Maya, essentially. So he sees that she wants to be pursued. He asks what Justin does for a living. He explains he's a PE teacher. The ex says that that's not going to be enough for Maya.
Oh my goodness.
She says that she makes her own money, but she likes being taken care of. The ex spoke about the big bank account and material things, and that actually rubbed Justin the wrong way. And he thought maybe he didn't have the funds for Maya. But William pretty much said that he's good. So he wasn't too intimidated by that.
Listen here, William can say a lot of things, but that doesn't mean you're good. Let's go through this conversation again. I thought you would have had it down because it was a funny part of the scene where the ex was asking William basically about his 2 marriages. Yeah. Basically saying like I forgot the question specifically. I wish we would have wrote it down. But it was something across the lines of, you didn't think that twice when you got married or something like that? Do you like remember?
Oh, yeah, because he was saying, William was saying like, yeah, I want this to be a forever thing. Yeah. He was like, you didn't think that with the first 2?
Exactly. And granted, this is not the first one. Right. This is the first 2. Yeah. Right. I like this ex of hers and things like that. I think he was being honest. Yeah. At least from his perspective. Do you think Maya might be the type to judge her relationship based on what the guy can bring financially?
I cannot tell, honestly. I feel like, yes, just by the way that he's describing her, she does present very well, and she's like a very pretty girl. So I could see how someone might look at her and think that she is high maintenance, and even the ex said that she was high maintenance. So if I'm going off of what I've been told and what I observe, I would think so, yes. But I don't know if the fact that she's getting older, maybe she's willing to kind of chill out on some of those requirements. Like things might have changed since she's been with her ex. And for her to seriously be considering William, I feel like, I don't know if it's a complete 180, but William has 2 previous marriages, 3 kids. Like, for somebody who wants to be taken care of and to have a lot of the resources go to them, there's a lot of people to split up the resources with.
And then on top of that, he got a guy that know a guy.
Yes.
In other words, William not the guy, but he know a guy that know a guy that is the guy that gonna help him with his business. I think whenever someone says I have my own money or I make my own money, but I like to be taken care of, run away.
Yeah. Well, she didn't say she liked to be taken care of. She just said I have my own money, but I could tell by her saying that, I was just like, okay, you have your own, but
I thought she said she likes to be taken care of. Who said she likes to be taken care of? I said that. You said that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay.
I just put my sauce on it. Okay. Because I could tell.
But don't put sauce. I'm trying to recap a show here. Okay. Okay. But my thing is, if she, to her credit, she didn't lead with finances.
She didn't.
Right. But at the same time, if I'm listening to the ex, and if I'm looking at the ex, and I'm looking at the 2 guys that quote unquote she is supposedly into,
completely different.
It's almost 720. They spun 3 times. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna put no things on my guy. I'm not gonna say he looked like a thug or anything like that or anything of that nature. But I'm just saying he looks like the type of guy that, like, you know, that can spoil her. You get what I'm saying? And probably miss out on the other things. Who knows how their relationship ended. But William, to Blair's point, that's 5 people you have to take care of. That's 3 kids. That's yourself and the person you with.
And any kids you might have after her.
So it's like...
And if she want to be spoiled, you got enough to spoil on top of making sure everybody else is good? I don't know.
And my man, the gym teacher, he's like, I think I make 100,000. Like, is that enough? And I'm like, in Texas, it should be.
Well, he said he make less than 100,000.
Oh, he made less than 100,000. Yes. That may not be good for you, buddy. Yeah. That may not be good for you. I think William is too. I don't think he's honest. William come off to me as I don't think he's lying, but he's like, dude, like, you know, have you ever met the person and they're like, oh, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. And they just kind of like just dismiss it in a way. Yeah. He's like, I like you. We just figure it out once we get there. And then you realize they don't really have a plan. No. I think that's who William is. Yeah. Right? I think Justin may be a little too green for Maya. I think what he's into being a teacher, into like, his gym, his PE teacher, things like that.
He's got his dog.
Exactly. I think he's into the normal things of life. I think Maya, based on appearances and based on what her ex said, she's kind of into living the world of
luxury,
of maybe the influencer and real life, and they kind of bleed, and he may not be able to afford her, and that's no slight to Maya. Maya can be whatever she wants to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Rasheena's ex meets Chaz.
Yeah.
I was surprised it was just Chaz. And then I started thinking, who else could it be? I thought Justin. Yeah. I thought Justin would have been her other match. But he just meets Chaz. And he is the ex-husband and the father of her children.
Okay. Thank you.
He actually came. He said, I'm doing this as a favor for Rasheena. And, this is a guy who could be potentially around my kids.
Yeah.
So Chaz says that they communicate sometimes as far as talking, but it drops off. So they may be good for 3 or 4 days, and then the communication stops.
Yeah.
He says that that's something he needs to work on. Chaz asks when she's like in a heightened or upset state, like, how do you bring her down? And the ex says, you just got to let her have her moment. The ex says that I'm glad once Chaz leaves, I'm glad you don't mess with hood dudes. And, with that being the case, he seems kind of like a square, which is fine. I don't have to worry about my kids.
Okay. I feel like these exes are not asking the real questions, and these contestants are not asking the real questions. I feel like they're just asking questions that they can get the answer from the person. How do you cool her down when she gets there? I'm like, just ask her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or just get her to that point and then see how she reacts. I feel like there's some things that you can learn on experience. I would ask questions like, why did y'all break up? Like things that basically
give you more insight.
Yeah, like I only got this scene for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use this time very well. But so far, like, I ain't get nothing out of it. To your point, I ain't think they had a real connection besides she thinks he's very attractive. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah. Mieka takes Laron and Justin out. Tommy comes in.
Yeah.
And Tommy asks, how do you handle a disagreement throughout the day?
Yeah.
Laron says that he would text and check the temperature. Justin says that he wants things resolved in the moment. He'll even be late to work. Like, let's get this out the way because I want to be able to enjoy the rest of my day.
Oh, you better than me, buddy.
Mieka was saying that the issue with her ex was that he was a gamer and he also entertained other women. And Laron says he creates and plays video games. He might even call out of work if a new game comes out so he can play the game.
You're sharing a little too much information, my guy.
Mieka was not feeling that. She shares that her weakness is that sometimes she can get wrapped up in her kids and forget about her partner. And Justin was not feeling that. Well, Mieka realizes that Laron is more of a friend. She does like Justin and she feels comfortable talking to him.
I knew Laron was a friend just by how he looks. I'm sorry.
They be like dapping each other up and he be calling her bro and all this type of stuff. Like, y'all is not a match.
He put himself there, and maybe he don't like her like that.
Maybe so.
Maybe he likes Maya. Maybe he may be talking to Koshia behind the scenes and things like that. But I play games as well, but I don't call out of work for games. You get what I'm saying? To Laron's point, he works in tech. Maybe he creates them, and maybe he loves games so much that he was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a job in tech that I can create games through my passion and make some money.
Yeah.
I just think when it comes to someone's like Mieka, on the surface it just looks childish.
Yeah.
Right? You have to give me something to compare to you besides you just like games. Because only thing we know about Laron is that he likes to go out from Wednesday to Sunday and he play games.
Yeah.
That's all that's on your resume. You can really be a good guy, but that's all you really like share with us. You get what I'm saying? So like there's nothing to compare, and that you would choke slam her son when he gets rowdy. so my thing is you haven't really build up your resume high enough with these people to where if you do play games, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I sure can accept a flaw. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, and honestly, like with Tommy coming in, I don't feel like he asked any good questions.
No, Tommy just
Tommy comes in, says like a little 1-2, and then he's out to enjoy the rest of his day.
Boom, and then he's out.
Well, Alonzo set up a date with Patrice.
I did not like this scene.
To show his serious side. He shut down the museum for her. And they are walking around. They look at the museum, the fun facts. It looks like a natural history museum or something like that. And he set up a dinner for them with rose petals. She was really impressed. And then once they get up and finish their dinner, he kind of fakes like he's going to propose because he can't help but be playful or goofy, whatever you want to call it. So, what do you think about that scene? You say you didn't like it.
No, here's the thing about Alonzo. His aura. You know how some guys just have aura and things like that? Like, there's just an aura about them. And so some would say, rumor has it that I have an aura. But that's just a rumor. Don't listen to rumors, right?
Okay.
His aura just gives off goofy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter if you put Goofy in a suit, it's Goofy ain't Mickey.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's still Goofy. You know what I mean? So even with him in a suit, with him wearing flowers, with him like talking an octave higher in his voice, like, yeah, baby, you know I love you. You know what I mean? it just comes off as if he's just like, it's just like trying. You know what I mean? And maybe he do need to try. I think he could just be himself, but just don't be goofy. When you try too much in the other way, it just comes off as like it's not you. Like there's certain things that if you watch movies and things like that, like, you know, especially those black movies, like, you know, I think the movie's called oh my goodness, I can't name no black movies. Those movies like The Best Man and things like
I was gonna say Baby Boy trying to help you out.
No.
Like, what we talking about?
I'm talking about like The Best Man, Holiday, those type of things. And, you know, like Morris Chestnut and those type of guys that we grew up watching and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's certain things that they can do that will come off as romantic. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just like it just fits their aura. I don't think it fits Alonzo's aura.
I guess my thing with Alonzo, I think it could fit his aura, but I don't think he's genuine ever.
Oh, you think he's lying?
I don't feel like he's ever genuine. I think he's on the show just to have fun and play. And I think that's why it comes across that way. I think if he was really into a woman and really wanted to be with her, I think he might show up differently. Yeah. But I feel like he's just here for play.
Yeah, like with me, if I was to give y'all just a little peek behind the curtain with me and things like that, my little playbook and things of that nature, I know I'm not Morris Chestnut. I know I'm not I think his name is Lawrence Tate or whatever thing.
Right, Lawrence Tate.
Yeah, on Love Jones and things like that. I know I'm not a smooth talker in that way. So I don't even try to go baby and things like that. Like, no, it's not me, right? But I'm very good at showing up for you. So I play to my strong suits. Yeah. I am kind of funny. That's a rumor. But I'm not goofy. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I think Alonzo was like, I'm going to show her my serious side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run out a whole museum and I'm going to have these roses in my hand. I'm going to have on like this little fake suit and then just like basically just talk in this octave, like pretty Tony tone. Yeah. And I'm like, you're not Morris Chestnut. Yeah. Like, no. Like, be you, exactly. But he was him at the end. He said, oh, let me just get down on one knee. And like, oh, I just want to tie my shoe. That's who you are. Yeah. You're goofy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not Mickey. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, we are back in the ladies' lounge. Yeah. The ladies are not feeling Dominique and Alonzo.
Oh, man.
Maya takes Dominique out. Who takes Alonzo out? Vanessa takes Alonzo out. Yeah. Dominique brings up Maya's connection to William and asks if she's still single. Dominique was like very defensive.
I'm actually surprised Alonzo was on the bottom tier, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought Laron would be because nobody's feeling Laron.
Nobody took him out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Maya says that she is single, and Dominique says, well, you know, she's not off the table, but she appears to be. He says she looks married. The ladies want to be pursued, is what Maya's telling him. They don't want to have to wonder if he's into them or not. And the ladies don't feel like there's much effort on his end. And then he tells her it doesn't feel like there's much effort on your end. Wow. And I appreciated how Maya handled him because, dude, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm absolutely not here to argue with you.
I'm actually here to eliminate you. So, exactly. So it's all good for me.
Well, Vanessa goes out with Alonzo. Apparently, he texted her and shared the grand date that he put together for Patrice. That's what I'm saying. He's not genuine. Why are you texting Vanessa what you did for Patrice? how does that even make sense? He's just messing with people. So she wondered what he was thinking when he sent that to her. He said he didn't know about like the romance thing on her end. And she's just like, so are you saying you're into me? Like, what are you saying? And he's just like, yeah, I'm interested in you. Well, the ladies didn't feel they had connections with him, but ultimately they decided Dominique was not ready to love, and Dominique apparently thought he was pursuing the women.
Yeah, Dominique, you wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
Alonzo, I'm going to tell you who Alonzo is, right? Alonzo is the guy, he is the guy that you automatically, probably not you, because you don't really like to laugh like that, but okay. In college, or even in high school, I even take it to high school, because maybe some of y'all didn't go to college. He's the guy that is, quote unquote, the life of the party. He may get everybody up dancing. He may even get on the mic every now and then. And he may be the reason why you had a good time that night.
Yeah.
But overall, you won't take him home.
No.
You won't sleep with him. He's the guy you automatically put in the friend zone. You get what I'm saying? And that sucks for him in some factors, because even when he was talking to Koshia, if we go back a couple episodes ago, and then I'll let y'all get out of here, he was talking about slapped or choked or something like that, tracked or smacked or spanked, but whatever it was. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah, I don't think you have a lot of experience with women. Yeah. That genuinely like you and you genuinely like them. For you to have this great personality, or this big personality as he would describe himself, women love big personalities, but they don't like goofy. Yeah. It's like you have to be, they don't like someone who's goofy. You got to be serious. And then sprinkling in, like you gotta use it like seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta use that seasoning, or
because they take you as a joke. Like you are the joke, actually.
Like yo, you probably was voted like class clown and things like that. But you gotta have, and do you know what sucks about that? What? Is that if you was to quote unquote find a counterpart that's a woman that do exactly what you do, you wouldn't be interested in her at all. Like if you was to find a female goofy. You're like, no, I don't want her. She goofy. And I'm like yes, that's exactly,
your people.
Exactly. Like it just is what it is. Anything else that you want to share on this episode? We saw the preview for next episode, guys.
Yeah, that's all I really got.
Yeah, it's getting a little hot and heavy. You get what I'm saying? Listen here, let's play a game of Simon Says real quick. Can I play a game of Simon Says with y'all? Like, it's only gonna take 15 seconds. Okay. Simon Says, subscribe. Simon Says, like the video. Simon Says, leave a comment. Click off the video. I didn't say Simon Says. Listen here. Thank y'all for watching. Anything else, Blair?
That's all I got. Thanks, y'all.
Y'all be good. Simon Says y'all can go now.
Okay, bye. All right.